Hey guys, Two-Snack here. Wanted to record a short tutorial for you for the zombie grind in Casltevania 2. This is in the town of Veros. So this is the second grind and really the last grind that you'll do in the any percent glitchless speedruns. And your goal here is to get to 150 hearts so you can buy the chain whip from the chain whip vendor also in this town. So let's take a few moments to look at the town. Let me explain some visual cues that I use, and kind of talk about some heuristics that the runners have put in place to make the grind a little bit easier to manage and track as you're moving through, because you will need to do a little bit of counting. I will say that this grind is much easier than the Lizard Man grind at the beginning of the game, as long as you know what to look for and know how to manage your hearts and your health. So just to make demonstrating this a little bit easier, I have the game timer, my splits here paused at 3 minutes and 11 seconds. That's actually when I got to the town here in this run, just before I started recording for you here. And the reason why I did this is because you're going to use your split timer as a tool, and you're going to be tracking two things. You want to know when you level up. That's going to be your first heuristic, and then after that you need to get 16 hearts, and you want to know when to go back to the chain whip vendor so that you can be in the door as early as possible, so you don't waste any time after it becomes daytime. So let's go ahead and take a look here. And I do need to be careful here. I played poorly to get to this point, so I don't really have any hit points left. So right here, I'm in the area that I'm going to be grinding in. This division between these two buildings here is going to be an important spot for the grind. And when I move to the right here, I'm going to get a zombie, right? And that's I'm going to kill this guy right away. I'm gonna die actually. So let's go take a look. Let's kill the zombie right away, and then we're gonna move back, and we're actually gonna spawn two zombies. And I don't know why this happens. We're gonna jump over this guy, and then look. You see how there's actually two zombies there. The sprites are kind of glitching out there because they're stacked on top of each other. This is what we're gonna exploit to get a lot of hearts here. So every other cycle, you're gonna get 3 zombies worth of kills. You're gonna get these 2. And you're gonna get the one that I just jumped over that came from the left. And on the off ones, you're just gonna get these 2. So let me show you the visuals that I use real quick. So I'm gonna get over here, and we're going to kill this zombie. When I jump over this guy, what I'm looking for here is I want to make sure that my front toe crosses you see the 2 blocks at the base of that division between those 2 buildings. I just want to cross over that threshold that divides those 2 blocks, that little crack in between those 2 blocks, like right here. And once I do that, then I'm gonna that's what I need to do to spawn the zombies to the right. I'm gonna jump over, make sure I'm over the crack, which I am, and I'm gonna kill all 3 of these. And then on the way back, I want to make sure that my foot here is a ways over the block. You don't have to be exactly flush with the black space in between the buildings, but you want to be pretty close. And this is important because this is going to spawn the zombie on the left. I keep dying. I'm really sorry about that. But this is gonna spawn the zombie on the left. And I also don't want to create another save state, else the timer that I want to use to demonstrate will be useless. So get the hearts, and then I'm going to step over and then go back and kill 2. And then jump over the crack. Fine. You do have to be careful. Sometimes the hardest part is kind of like reading how many hits each zombie has on them, because sometimes you will need to take a moment. Okay, so we've just leveled up. We have 90 hearts. So 16 times 4 is what, 64? So 64, so maybe it's just 15, but you need to get to 150 hearts. So we're gonna need 16 hearts after this in order to afford the chain whip. So we can count all those. So basically this is the point that you need to start counting. Once you level up, you need to start counting. And you notice I only got the first whip on 2 of the 3 zombies. So this is the basic idea that you're working here. But without your in-game timer to guide you, you don't really know where to go. And when you finish everything, I'm going to go ahead and show you. You're going to move it to the right, whip this guy 4 times, and then you're going to step up on the stairs, and you're gonna kill these guys as close to the stairs as possible. This guy's gonna hit me. That's fine. So the idea is you kill these 2 zombies by the stairs, or sometimes 3, depending on which cycle you decide to return to the store on, and then you're gonna grab the hearts and you're gonna come upstairs. If you have enough time, kill this zombie and wait at the door. And if you go at 4:45 by your game time, by your splits timer, then you should arrive at the door at about the time that it switches from the day to the night transition. If you're doing any percent where you do floor drops, you have to be careful not to do any jumping up here, because that's gonna mess up your set pixel. For glitchless, it doesn't matter. So let's go to our save state here, and I'm gonna use the timer, and let's try to demonstrate what that actually looks like with the timer. How am I gonna do this actually? Okay, that works. 3 buttons at the same time. Holy smokes. Okay, so we're gonna start off by just killing the 1 zombie to the right here to start things off. 2, 3, 4. Get his heart. Jump over. Make sure we're over the crack, which we are. Get all their hearts, and I'm just gonna do this until I level up. And this is nice and cozy. Just don't take any hits if you can help it. Okay, we've leveled up. We're at 339. That's a pretty good level up. You want to level up before 4 minutes. If you level up, so I had to step up a little bit and get over the crack. We're gonna let that 1 zombie go, but that's fine. That was a tough spot to be in. If you level up after 4 minutes, then you're kind of in dire straits, and that's gonna be tough to make your goal. But most of the time, you should be able to make your goal. Making your goal with this grind is gonna be much easier than the Lizardmen grind. You can jump whip to get a little distance over that zombie. Like this. And that is legal and glitchless, even though it's a glitch. And I'm not counting my hearts, but during a run I would be. We're at 4:30, so I have 15 more seconds. Let's do 1 more cycle and then we have to head out. Okay. Then we're gonna kill the bird. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm gonna kill this guy at the top of the stairs here. You actually hold down B. We got our goal, 158. So this should turn to daytime pretty quickly here. There it is. So that's the zombie grind. Once you enter this room, you can get the chain whip and move on with the rest of your run. Again, I think this grind is much easier than the Lizardmen grind, and this is the best way to farm hearts for the chain whip. You're going to use this in, I think, every category. So yeah, definitely recommend it. If you have any questions, hit me up. Hope this tutorial was useful, and I'll see you next time. Bye.